This is a TSA security advisory. Do not leave your vehicle unattended at the curb. It will be ticketed and towed. Do not leave your luggage unattended at the curb or anywhere in the terminal. Unattended items will be removed from the car. Do not carry bags, packages, or people you do not know. We ask that you be alert and notify law enforcement or TSA personnel of any unattended bags or suspicious behavior. TSA requires carry-on items to be limited to one piece of acceptable size luggage and one personal item, such as a laptop or purse. All liquids, gels, and aerosols must be in a 3-ounce or smaller container and placed in a 1-quart size full plastic zip-top bag. Each passenger is only allowed one zip-top bag. It must be removed from the carry-on and placed in a security bin for screening. Any exceptions must be displayed in a check. Our security relies on the participation of everyone. At SOJA, we call it safe. Security awareness for everyone. So please, be alert, be aware, and report anything that happens suspicious or out of place to the nearest airport employee or call the Massachusetts State Police at 617-568-7300. Our security is up to you. So if you see something, say something.
Sheriff's Office with Brady Judd. We did it ever. When the Johnson & Johnson came out, we provided that specifically to law enforcement. So we've done a lot of that regard. I've also been the only governor in the country that I'm aware of that has provided enhanced access to early treatments. If you look what happened when people were getting hospitalized at higher numbers this summer, none of them, almost none of them, got any type of early treatment. We've had monoclonal antibodies available since December, which have proven to be very effective. So we rolled out 25 sites, and since we've rolled out those sites, daily hospital admissions are down over 90%. Our hospital census has gone down statewide every day for over 2 months, and we're probably going to be nearing a pandemic low on all of that stuff. So we've provided huge support on the front end through prevention, but also huge support on the back end through treatment. And I think the sad thing is there were people who were getting infected for really a long time, and still happening throughout the country, where physicians were telling them to just go home and hope you don't get deathly sick. In Florida, what we said is that can't be the answer, and particularly the high-risk folks. If you're infected, get this monoclonal very quickly. And you know what? We had huge success with it. I mean, we kept tens of thousands of people from being admitted to the hospitals, and no doubt saved thousands of lives as a result of that. And these are people, by the way, who have been vaccinated. I mean, the idea that somehow you're not going to get infected, I wish that were the case, because that would make it so much easier. Fact is, the protection against infection has waned. You have high numbers of people that go to our sites. A majority of them are vaccinated who get infected and then go to our monoclonal sites for treatment. So you need treatment regardless. And so we're happy that we've had a lot of success with it. We have very low numbers now because we have one of the lowest COVID infection rates in the country, and maybe the lowest in terms of the COVID Estim website. I think we're 49 or 50, and with per capita cases, we're in the bottom 5. So consequently, we have fewer people who need the early treatment. We were short some of it because the federal government cut our supply. I got the sotrovimab, and we were able to plug that hole. And then the infections have gone down so dramatically that even with our cuts, we've been able to make it work. And so we're going to continue to do that as we start to see the winter come. If we start to see a change in direction, we're going to make sure that people know you have an ability to protect yourself. But I definitely think that early treatment was something that we did very, very effectively. And I think I actually talked to people in other states. They can't get it. They don't know where to get it in a lot of these other states. And I think that's a huge mistake, because as you're already seeing it now in the north, their cases are rising because we just have a different seasonal pattern. So their cases are rising, and I think the resistance to the monoclonals, I think, is going to be very negative. And so if you embrace the monoclonals, even as more and more people are infected who are vaccinated, which unfortunately it looks like it will continue to happen, you have an ability to provide protection in ways that really, really work. And that's the thing. We have people that are
Yo, buddy, what's up, man?
People that are very elderly,
What's up, dude?
have other health
Have a good flight home. Yo, thanks, man.
vaccinated, good. And yes, it probably still helps, but sometimes I mean, you get protection, but that may not be enough for given all your health concerns or given your age or something. So that is just
Welcome Welcome to Boston Logan International Airport. If you're planning on taking a Lyft or Uber ride out today, the pickup locations have moved to the ground floor of central parking. Follow the signs around the airport and the instructions within the app. Please wait to request your ride until you have reached central parking. Thank you. The health and safety of our passengers are our priority. The Transportation Security Administration and Centers for Disease Control and Prevention require face masks or coverings for everyone while in the airport and on private and public transportation systems. Be sure to remember these tips while traveling. Wear a face covering. Wash your hands frequently. Use the hand sanitizer available in all terminals.
Policy that will go into effect for international travelers on November 8th. As of November 8th, foreign national air travels to the United States will be required to be fully vaccinated and to provide proof of vaccination status prior to boarding an airplane to the United States. This policy puts public health first. It is consistent and stringent, protecting U.S. citizens and residents as well as those who come to visit us. Because it puts public health first, exceptions to this policy will be extremely limited. Primarily, children under the age of 18 and certain individuals from countries where vaccines are not yet readily accessible. Those who are eligible to travel but not yet vaccinated will need to provide proof of a negative COVID-19 test within 1 day before their flight's departure. For those who are vaccinated, the testing requirement remains 3 days before their flight. And that testing requirement applies to everyone, not just foreign nationals, but also U.S. citizens and lawful permanent residents. So please, everyone, make sure that when you're traveling internationally, you take your proof of vaccination with you. You'll find many more details in the documents published by the White House and CDC today, as well as on our website, travel.state.gov. In the next 2 weeks, we'll work with all of you and with the travel industry stakeholders to make implementation of this policy as smooth as possible for everyone. But beyond the logistical details, we want to emphasize that this policy will allow the resumption of international travel for those who are fully vaccinated. Families and friends can see each other again, tourists can visit our amazing lands and amazing landmarks. This policy will further boost economic recovery, and its impact will be widespread across the United States. We're excited to see this go into effect.
Yeah, man. I agree.
Mr. Beckerman, thank you for being here.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, dude. We are. Yeah, I know you see that. You heard that part. Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, I agree. I faced that reality, 3 weeks ago, right? They were giving, 2 weeks notice for Americans? 2 more weeks? Yeah, man, so I'm here, Alright, I'll play more videos. Yo, what are you getting in driveway, man? Drive-through. What are you getting for food?
Also wanted to note.
Nice. Very nice.
Madam Chair, there's just no way around it. President Biden's vaccine mandate is bad for workers, it's bad for business, and it's bad for the economy. It is also an affront to the personal liberties that Americans hold dear. A major shortage is already contributing to a supply chain backup. In response to similar state and federal mandates, many private companies have begun firing workers who refuse the COVID-19 vaccine. This federal vaccine mandate will worsen the supply chain crisis, almost guaranteeing Americans will go without needed supplies through the Christmas season. Current government mandates have created chaos at airports and weakened police forces, put our healthcare system in jeopardy. In September, a hospital in upstate New York was so understaffed after unvaccinated medical personnel resigned that the hospital was forced to stop delivering babies. Yet babies come when it's time for them to, not whether there's a staffing shortage or not. These problems will only get worse once President Biden's OSHA vaccine and testing mandate is issued. We can't afford to lose more workers. This